Say hello! Ba, 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 ba. Welcome to REI's FAQ. Frequently asked questions. As many of you know, I like to go on Instagram Live a lot. Sometimes I get really frustrated because at the beginning of the chat, somebody will ask me a question and I'll go into this long ass story explaining it. And then like 5 minutes later, somebody will ask me the same exact things. So then I find myself answering the same goddamn question every 10 minutes. And so, you know, I was thinking, how about I just film an FAQ video and post it? Let's go. So I asked on Instagram and Twitter, and you guys responded with a lot of interesting questions. Nothing surprising. Maybe there's like a couple. Let's start with something really basic. Favorite song right now is Toby Lou's I Was Sad Last Night But I'm Okay Now, because I feel like this is just the narrative of my life currently. Because yes, every night I'm sad. And in the morning, I'm okay. And I think about how upset and depressed I was the following evening. The previous evening. And I realized, you know, it's okay. You just have depression. That's all it is. So, favorite drink is apple juice. Apple juice. Martinelli's apple juice. Always, will never disappoint. If you get me apple juice, that's how I'll know you're paying attention, and I will have the utmost respect for you, and I will love you forever. People asked me what my favorite song is that I've ever released. If I had to choose, I think it would be my first song, Make It Mine. What else? Oh, people asked what's my dog's name. My dog's name is Keo. So this is Keo. This is my almost 3-year-old Shiba Inu. She is a Leo sun, an Aquarius moon, my little baby. She loves to kill bunnies. And I don't blame her because she's a hunting dog. That's what Shiba Inus were bred for. What is your ethnicity? And I'm Korean. I was actually born in Seoul, Korea. I moved to the States when I was 6 years old with my family, and I've been living in Maryland ever since. Someone asked me, how did you come up with your stage name? So I grew up watching a lot of Sailor Moon. There are two characters, Sailor Mars, her name is REI, and Sailor Mercury, her name is Ami. And REI is very hot-headed, temperamental. She's just very out there and in your face. And Sailor Mercury, Ami, is more timid and reserved. Still a bad bitch, don't get it twisted. But just more to herself and more sensitive, and like these two characters just represented the two polar sides of myself. And I was like, oh my god, this is meant to be. So I was like, REI Ami, and that's when that bitch was born. This is REI, this is Ami, Sailor Mars, Sailor Mercury, and this is Sailor Moon, Usagi. What's your favorite Pokemon and why? I would say Pikachu, because I know that's really basic, but like Pikachu is who I am. I am Pikachu. He's yellow, I'm yellow. He's cute, I'm cute. And he likes to eat, I like to eat. And I was actually like the lead Pikachu of I think I was the lead Pikachu. I don't know, I was like front and center, so I'm gonna assume I was the lead Pikachu in my kindergarten dance. So I actually have a photo of me in a Pikachu costume dancing. Like, it was cute as fuck. How did you first get into music? So growing up, I never really thought being an artist was like a possible thing. I never thought it was something that I could do. Because no one in my circle, no one I knew was in music, nobody I knew was in the music industry, nobody I knew made music. Up until freshman year of college is when I actually met my producer, but shortly before that, I was just running into people that made music in the area, and that's when I was first exposed to being in a studio and being in sessions and seeing the recording process from beginning to end. And that's when I realized, oh my god, like there are people doing this like actually. And so I was like, if they can do it, why can't I do it? Ooh, this is a really good question. Somebody asked me, what helps you decide whether or not you'd collab with another artist? I'm gonna start off with a pet peeve of mine when people ask to collaborate. If you approach me and the first thing you say is how much for a collab, unless you're like Beyonce, Rihanna, or like Frank Ocean, I'm probably not gonna collaborate with you. Why? Because that is the most shallow way to approach somebody. Like, it's not even a hi, it's not even a hello, it's not even a how is your day. It's not, it doesn't even start like that. It's just straight up, how much for a collab? Are you fucking kidding me? What? But what makes me want to collaborate with an artist is obviously their music. Yeah, I have to fuck with their music. How do you deal with writer's block? That's a funny ass question because I get that shit all the time. You just gotta let it pass. Remind yourself that writer's block is temporary and that it will go away. Sometimes, obviously, if you really can't write, don't force yourself. I know people say that you should just fight it and try to crush it and just force your way, but it's like, that doesn't work for me. That actually gets me really frustrated. I think the best thing to do when you have writer's block is to kind of distract yourself. Like, go live life a little. Like, go out, have fun with your friends, go party, go play with your dog outside. Do things that you enjoy so that you, first of all, de-stress from the fact that you have writer's block. That's a very stressful situation as a creative. Not being able to create is the most stressful thing. And so just like go out, do something fun. You'll most likely be able to, like, you know, overcome writer's block. You'll find inspiration. You'll find things that you weren't really seeing or feeling before. You'll have more clarity. What inspires your music? My life, people in my life, fuck shit, anime, movies, just things that I see, things that I experience. People asked me, how is your struggle with mental illness if it's not too invasive? It's a struggle, for sure. It's something that I had to learn to accept, that this was something that I'm gonna have for the rest of my life, and there's absolutely no cure. There are only coping mechanisms, and that it's gonna make things a lot more difficult for me than the average person. And so coming to terms with that, and having to accept it was a struggle on its own. And yeah, this is kind of hard to talk about. I tell myself that it's okay to feel, it's okay to be angry, to be upset. It's okay to be moody. Because that's human and we all go through that. But thankfully I have such a strong support group that I have people I can talk to. I have people that I can lean on for, you know, words of encouragement and wisdom and advice. If it weren't for them, I would really be in a different place in my life, for sure. Yeah, that was frequently asked questions with me, REI, and yeah, like, I don't know what else to say.